Hello YouTube, this is my first video and I wanted to make a video on Asians, and not the type of Asians you're thinking of, which are the ones with sort of small eyes and yellow skin. Yeah, no, not those ones. I'm talking about the other type of Asians. Yep, they do exist. We're called Indians, and yes, that is in Asia. India is a country and it's in the continent Asia, so there's a fact of the day for you. The point of this video is, I don't think there's much, let's say, awareness of the Indian culture within Western society. I mean, there are brown people in the Western society which have integrated very well, because I think we share a lot of similar values, but there doesn't seem to be a great deal of knowledge within the Western culture. If I was to ask you, think of a brown person, the people that would probably spring to your mind would be Raj Kuthrapali, maybe Mahinda Suresh, and even maybe Gandhi, who was some guy who did some stuff, peace things in history. But otherwise, not really much, is there? We're just kind of over there, Indian brown people, the nerdy looking ones in class. As you can see from my face, I'm brown, and yes, I'm Indian. I was born and raised in the UK, as you can probably tell from my accent. I visit India every couple of years. Considered myself to have a pretty unique culture, which is a mix of British and Indian, which I would like to coin Indo-British culture. I don't know, it probably already exists. India is actually a pretty large part of Asia. The population is second biggest in the world after China, and we've done some things in time. Probably the greatest contribution to mankind is the invention of the decimal system, or the zero, and basically the number system, which obviously revolutionized the way mathematics was done. And there are a very large amount of mathematical pioneers from India. Interestingly enough, in the UK, if you say Asian, most people tend to think of brown people. Though I think in recent times, with the sweet cookie dough that is the internet, mixing together all the cultures into one big nice cookie, the word Asian is pointing more towards yellow. But there's more to us than just being the nerdy ones in school and a couple of sexy motherfuckers on TV. Other things that we've done: Bollywood, the Taj Mahal. We've never invaded any country in recorded history, which isn't really like an achievement as such, it's just that we're really nice people. Invented chess, provided curries, made awesome cricketers, and also provided this little cute thing. This little cute little thing. Cute little thing, which is a Bengal kitten, and it's from the state of Bengal. Ah, you little cute little thing. Yeah. India has a very rich culture, an immense history, and currently one of the biggest democracies in the world. But enough on how awesome India is. The point I was originally trying to make was, does the world ever really think of India in the jigsaw puzzle that is Earth? Why do some cultures integrate better with the Western culture? Take Japan, for example. Everybody knows how crazy those Japs are with their anime and sushi and J-rock and everything. You see a lot of Western people that are pretty much obsessed. I would have pleaded guilty in my teen years. One thing I've noticed on YouTube is a lot of the high-flying Asian YouTubers are Oriental Asian. I don't really know any sort of brown really on that level sort of on YouTube. I mean, there's Kasim G, who I absolutely love, but he's a dirty brown. He's not a proper brown. And I don't have to name all the big YouTubers, but you know who I'm talking about. Don't get me wrong though, I think there are still lots of brown YouTubers that are great, and I love watching their videos, and I'll put them in the description below, but just nothing quite on the level that yellow people have seemed to have done. I think it's quite easy to see why this is the case though. Japan have been on the forefront of technology for a pretty long time now, which obviously proves to be a pretty good place to be in. I mean, when have you ever found yourself saying to your bros, "Yo dude, check out this awesome Bollywood track. You bet it's A.R. Rahman." Or, "Yo dude, check out this awesome Bollywood film. It's about a love triangle, but the girl and the guy, they hate each other at the start, and the other guy is kind of mean, but she kind of likes him, and the nice guy is trying to get the father's approval at the end, and in the end they fall in love." Or, "Yo dude, wanna go rock out with my sitar? We can bust out the tablas too and drop some hard beats." Or, "Yo dude, did you check out last week's Hamari Durrani? That bitch got zoomed 8 times!" And I've never really heard an Indian dance tune, as in like the Indian equivalent to David Guetta or something. But with great responsibility comes great power. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. I just needed something pretty epic. Because I think with the cookie dough getting sweeter and sweeter, it's increasingly important for us to not bomb the shit out of each other. And so I really hope that Indian culture finds its place within the world. I just think there's so much space for both cultures yet to explore. But I honestly believe in the future, India is where it's at. And to make an analogy, it's like a hot interracial couple that have just met. They're having foreplay right now, and I think it's going to lead to some pretty hot stuff. It's a long-term thing. It's not a one-night stand. It's going to get married, have some babies, maybe get a house somewhere in the country, you know. Yeah, bit of a weird metaphor. So what do you guys think? Don't say Slumdog Millionaire or that you feel like you want a takeaway or a corner shop, even though we are pretty awesome for providing those. Is the future bright for India and the rest of the world? Will Bollywood movies be in your local cinema anytime soon? Or are we destined to take paths in different directions? I personally think it's not only not an option that we intercollide, but I think it's inevitable. Hopefully I'll make another video on multiculturalism in the UK, as it's what I know, and get a better idea of how India is seen all over the world from this video. Anyhow, I think that pretty much wraps everything up, said all the things I wanted to say, and I'm looking forward to hearing from your responses soon.